Morning again. Welcome to another Thursday Thoughts. Glad you could join me this morning. Hope you're all doing okay. Hope you're all keeping safe, enjoying a little bit more of the freedom. Maybe even looking forward to your summer holidays, wherever that might be. I hope you've got a drink of some sort, and that you can settle back and relax for a few minutes. Well, it's in 1978 that 10cc sang "I Don't Like Cricket, I Love It." It's a song called Dreadlock Holiday, and I think Bob Marley did a version of it. I think I'm right in saying the 10cc were the original ones. I don't like cricket, I love it. Now, I watched the video of that this week actually, and I think by today's standards it'd be considered quite racist, really. But I fully agree with the statement. I like the song, but I fully agree with the statement. I don't like cricket, I love it. I don't get to watch as much as I'd like these days, but whether it's just watching a game on the village green, or it's the IPL, or an England international, or going to Lord's Cricket Ground, which is one of my favourite places in the world. I just love it. Just the fact that it's the cricket season, it makes me happy. It's weird. And there's a sense of disappointment at the end of the season when the last test match is played. It always feels like that's the end of the summer, really. Even if it's not quite, it always feels like it's the end of the summer. I do feel, the people in Blaenau will know that I've said this before, that I do feel one of the blessings that I've imparted to my wife, one of the enrichments that I've made to her life during our marriage, is a knowledge of the game of cricket. Because it is about understanding and knowing the game. Because if you don't understand it, you won't enjoy it. A lot of people who say they don't understand cricket, it's for that reason. They've never bothered to learn to enjoy it, to understand it. Really, they've never learned how the game runs, because it's really quite a simple game, to be honest, but it does have loads of laws and playing conditions and some really weird little idiosyncrasies about it. And we have odd names for things like googly, or wrong-un, or mancad, or stumped, or long leg, or silly mid-off. I mean, what's all that about? But it's really a very simple game. And church can be a bit like that, can't it? It can look bewildering and baffling from outside. There are different sizes and different types of churches, all different sizes and shapes of churches. Some have got candles and robes. Some are very informal. Some have modern music. Some have church organs. Some don't have any music at all. They don't always seem to agree, and they have strange names like Peniel and Hepzibah, and we use weird words like crypt and chancel and vestment. Now, I'm not going to tell you what any of those words mean, or any of the cricket ones. If it comes to that, you can find out. There's a wonderful thing called Google. You can find out what those words mean. But Christianity is basically very simple. It's a very simple message. Christianity is basically God's rescue plan for humanity, for a world that rebelled against him, for a people, a humanity that rebelled against him. And if we're honest, we've all rebelled against God. We've all done stuff that we know we shouldn't have done. And because of that, the Bible tells us that we're cut off from God. We're under judgment. But God didn't just leave us like that. God did something about it. And God sent his son, Jesus, to buy us back, to rescue us from ourselves and from the judgment that we were due. The word Jesus, the name Jesus, literally means saviour. And if we were drowning, we'd be very grateful of a lifeboat, or a saviour, or a rescuer. And Jesus is literally our rescuer. Something that the judgment that's to come to us is far worse than drowning. And he rescues us from that. God sent him to give us peace with God, to make us clean, to make us acceptable, to make us right with God, and that we could come into God's presence, and that we could be worthy to do it, because we couldn't be worthy on our own. And really, the church, however confusing it might look, is just a collection of people who've accepted that message that Jesus came to be their rescuer, and they've accepted of the rescue that he's offering. We're far from perfect. We don't often, in fact, don't always, or in fact, don't often get it right. But, I think we know that, or at least I hope we do, that we admit we're far from perfect and we need Jesus to rescue us. Well, that's a short message for this morning. I can't give you a love of cricket. I could explain the game to you if you had a couple of hours. Best thing to do is sit and watch it. I can tell you about Jesus and his wonderful love for you and for me, and encourage you to love him and seek after him in return. Enjoy your week. Maybe go and watch some cricket. Enjoy your coffee if you've got one with you. But maybe come and join us on Sunday, or drop into your local church, or join us online. And we look forward to seeing you. And just explore what it means to be a Christian and what the church is all about. Might surprise you. Thanks for joining me. Have a good week. Take care. Bye now.